What you gonna do, brother, when we take a look at Mattel's Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at another Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition. This was released in 2022 and I'm just now getting to open it. I don't know what took so long. I was going through some of my figures through boxes, and at the very bottom of a box, there it was. So now it is time to unbox this Hulk Hogan. Now, everyone knows, if you've watched this channel before, that Hulk Hogan is my favorite all time. I even just recently got to meet Hulk Hogan, and that was a highlight of my life. Oh my gosh. Super nice guy too. I've always been told don't meet your heroes, but this guy right here was a class act. Here we go, let's check out the packaging. I am not the biggest fan of this Ultimate Edition packaging. It just does nothing for me. It kind of looks generic. It kind of looks like a generic action figure. Other than this Ultimate right here, I don't like the red and the white for some reason. I think that instead of just doing all that, they could have keep the boxes the same, the window the same, but just add a little different color to each one. Just them being all generic, I just don't know about it. Ultimate Edition right here, Hulk Hogan. 8 years and over, Mattel Ultimate Articulation for Authentic Posability. Hulk Hogan right there. Ultimate Edition. Ultimate Edition there. This side, great picture of Hulk Hogan there. Hulk Hogan, WWE logo. Hulk Hogan up here. No window on the top of these to let light in. We have on the back a picture of the action figure, and then we have a real life photograph of Hulk Hogan. And this looks like early 80s, early mid 80s right here. So that's the Hulk Hogan that I know and that I really enjoyed. And it says on back here, height 6'7", from Venice Beach, California. Finisher, atomic leg drop, the most devastating finisher in all of professional sports. Career highlight, WWE champion. With the power of Hulkamania and the electricity of millions of screaming Hulkamaniacs on his side, there's nothing in the world that can take down the Hulkster. Brother. So what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan and his 24-inch pythons run wild on you? Couldn't have said it better myself. That is awesome. Great job. Bottom warning copyrights, labels, barcodes, and our question mark. Yes. And that's going to be it about the packaging. Let's get into this thing. I love this clamshell opening. So easy. Little tape there. Little tape there. And a little tape there. And you are ready to rock and roll. Just like that. Yes. Very awesome. Very awesome. This is one of the best packagings other than my G.I. Joe. I like the Hasbro G.I. Joe packaging, but anything where you don't have to tear up the packaging, I love it. I love it because there's so much time spent on packaging that I really appreciate it, and it's part of the art of it in my opinion. So let's go through these accessories right now, and we'll start with the Hulkamania shirt. And this is a tearaway shirt. So he'll be able to rip it open. It's got that Velcro on the front. On the back, it's got the slits that Hulk Hogan always had in his back. It's kind of hard to see right there, but yep, those slits are there. Red with the yellow Hulkamania on it. And then we get, I'm going to pull this plastic on out of here. Set this to the side. There is nothing but red on there. Been nice to have a WWE logo or something on there. All right, we have hands. And the hands that we're going to get, we have a right and left open hand. You can give it this, you can give it this, you can give it this, the chops, whatever you want. But yeah, you have to have that hand with Hulk Hogan. And then we get, oh, these hands are tied. I'll have to get my scissors for these. Tied in hands. I've never seen this before. There we go. And then you get a right and a left fist. Yep, right and left fist for Hulk Hogan. And then maybe the most important hands, you get a right and left pointy finger. Yep, what you gonna do, brother? Yep, gotta point to the crowd and then give it that. So that's your hands. Next we have a belt. And I don't know about this belt. Is this a made-up belt or what? Because that does not look like the one he took from the Iron Sheik, and I just do not remember that belt right there. Leave a comment if you know what that belt is. Is it just a made-up belt, or am I imagining things? I see there's an eagle on it, but it's silver instead of gold, so not sure about that belt. Now we get our extra heads, and now one of these heads looks familiar to me, and it would be this head right here. That head looks familiar, like I opened it on an Ultimate Hulk Hogan. I'll have to go through them and try to break out that figure and see if it's the same head or not. But yeah, it's kind of wide-eyed, hulking out Hulk Hogan right there. And then we get happy Hulk Hogan. Look at that. He's just happy as he can be. That's what Hulk Hogan looked like when I met him, right there. Yep, very good guy. Now, let's get into the main event. Ultimate Edition. Oh, we got ties. I just busted a tie by just lifting a leg, and the tie broke. We got them at the wrists, one of the wrists, and both of the ankles. I think that's it, though. See if I can pull him out. Yeah, that's it. Hulk Hogan is resurrected from the plastic coffin. Here he is. He has a rubber band-like thing around to hold his necklace against his chest, so we'll pull that off. We'll keep it, maybe. Set that to the side. And then we also have one around his bandana. But let's step through articulation first. Head looks down, not up so much. That hair stops it. It is side to side slightly, so he actually has a little more movement than most, but still very, very weak head movement. We have shoulders go all the way around. We have double butterfly in there. Look at that. That arm almost goes to a 90-degree angle to the back. Wow. He has an upper arm cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. He has wrists that go up and down, but not back and forth. He has a waist that goes all the way around. He has no drop down hips on him, so he's going to have trouble. So let's see. His splits are not the greatest, and his straddles, that leg comes up. Oh, he could give the big boot, but this back leg is not going to come back. So not very good straddles at all. He has an upper thigh cut. He has double jointed pin knees. He has an upper boot cut. He has ankle on a, is there a rocker there? It's slight. He has toe articulation, up, down, and can he, oh, he's got stiff ankles. Can he pirouette? Yes, he can. Hulk Hogan can pirouette. When you're the greatest of all time, you better be able to pirouette. But man, those ankles are stiff and they are ugly. These ankles on these Mattel action figures just look horrible, horrible, horrible. But my complaints on Mattel Ultimates is no hula hoop waist. How do you not have a hula hoop waist in this day and age? And these ankles, that's the two things. Now, drop down hips, I'm not going to complain that they don't have them. I think they should, but this does have a copyright date of 2022, so it is a little bit older engineering on this. So things are getting better. And man, when they get totally really good hula hoop waist, and then I do know they have the drop down hips now, but in good ankles, hula hoop waist, man, we got to release all new Hulk Hogan's again, all over again, and I will be the first one in line to get them. But yeah, I love the ab crunch on these. I love the double butterfly, and man, look how much them shoulders can move. Just really, really good. So yeah, let's take a look at Hulk Hogan. Face sculpt on this one, he's just kind of, looks like he's staring off into space on this head sculpt. He's got a white Hulkamania headband. He has his cross on. Yellow, blondish yellow hair. And it is receding. He has a great tan. I'm kind of looking here and almost seems like his torso. Don't know if you're picking it up on camera, but the torso and the arms almost seem like a different color. I think they probably use the same paint, but because the difference in plastic, I think, changes how it looks. I mean, it looks like a more shiny on the torso, and on the arms and the legs, it's more of a flat, but I think that just has to do with the surface of the plastic. I would think so. But yeah, yellow trunks like we know, red knee pads like we know, yellow boots like we know, white laces. I love it when they give a different color laces, and he does have white soles on that boot, and he does have a hole in the bottom of his boots. But yeah, this is definitely Hulk Hogan. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take off this rubber band. This rubber band was holding on his headband, so let's take that headband off. Oh, and it is kind of stuck there a little bit. That's what he looks like without that headband on. Still looks great. Really, really great head sculpts. I mean, they have Hulk Hogan down to a T. Let's pop off this head and we'll put on the head with the wild eyes. He's hulking out. He's in the camel clutch. He's about ready to bust out of it. He's got that, yeah, look at him. You know what I'm talking about, hulking out, and he's going to take over. He's going to sling you into the ropes, give you the big boot, body slam you, and then he's going to drop that big leg drop. Boom! Atomic leg drop. And that's going to be it. Unless you're the Ultimate Warrior and sometimes he kicks out. But yeah, great stuff. Couldn't be happier with this. With it being 2022, it's not eligible to win on the figure of the year, but it would be close. It would definitely be up there. I will say that the head articulation just isn't as good as I want. No hula hoop waist, but no drop down hips. So there is some things that are not great. So now let's get him in his Hulkamania shirt. Like I mentioned, this is a tearaway shirt. Oh, and I forgot to mention his hands out of the box are gripping hands. So he can grip this shirt, grip it, and rip it. So there's Hulk Hogan with his shirt on, looking good. Now you can see those slits in the back of it. So he can grab that baby, rip that shirt off. He's still at this point of the match going to have his headband on because he hasn't ripped that shirt off yet. I will say this headband is kind of hard to get back on there. Kind of tucks in back here. Hard to see, but... And then we have his belt. Let's get this belt on. And will the belt fit? I've had a couple figures where the belt does not fit, and this is, I mean, if it fits, it's going to fit perfectly. That Big Bubba Rogers that I just opened on the channel, his didn't go halfway around. This one's just barely going to fit, and it's only going to grab it by that very first pegs there. And again, this belt, I'm not sure. Leave a comment if you know what this belt is. I would have rather had a really good Winged Eagle belt. There we go. That's the Hulkster right there. Looking good, looking good. This face sculpt, the smiling one, I like it too. I like them all. Very good tan. Yep, all these face sculpts are good. We have a gripping hand to hold that. Now to hold the belt. Now you got to get that pointy finger there. Oh, guess what? He's pointing with the wrong finger. There you go. You can't put the left hand on the right side. There you go. Hulk Hogan giving a point job here. Looking good. Now I want to get out another Hulk Hogan that I think that they took a head sculpt out of this set. I think it's this one, and put in another one. All right, I've got this other Hulk Hogan right here, and I want to see, this is a Hulk Hogan greatest hits right here. So I've opened this one on the channel already, and I want to look at this head sculpt, and the head sculpt I have on, I think we have a match. I think these are the same head sculpts. I'd say this Ultimate Edition is a little more tan. I believe that is the same head sculpt. Same hair. This is a 2024 release. This is a 2022 release. So this is the newer one. So they took the head sculpt from this one and gave it to this one too. So both of them are really, really good. This one is better. Even though it's older, I think this one's better. It's got a better tan. Other than this one, has a way better belt. That's that Winged Eagle belt there that we need. I'm not sure about that silver belt. But yeah, Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition. Until next time, oh yeah.